Hey, friends of the farm, you know what this means. It's 1 o'clock and it's Wednesday and I just rung my bell. So it's a cooking corner. It's a cooking corner here at the Clarkson Family Farm. We are so excited to have not just one, not just two, not just three, four, but 5 of some of my favorite people at the farm. You are one of my favorite people at the farm. This is Dena Richardson. I met, now I always like to make it longer because I feel like we have known each other for much longer than just maybe the 5 years. 4 years, 4.5.
Yeah.
Can we say 4.5? Dena came to me in March and needed Master Gardener hours. You had just finished your Master Gardener training through Michigan State Extension, right?
Yeah.
And she said, I don't know, I've heard about this farm and I live close. Where you're right down the street.
I am. 5 minutes.
Dangerously close is how close Dena is. And she said, do you think you have enough for me to do maybe 30 hours? Do you think we could get 30 hours? That was maybe 3,000 hours ago.
1,000.
Honey, we have done a lot of things together, haven't we?
Yes.
We've gardened in the dark for our beautiful garden party. Dena's taught with me. I've looped her into everything. Dena's an angel. She's my garden angel, and she has become one of my dearest friends of the farm. And she's become a wonderful advocate for gardening. So you were just last weekend at Michigan State. Were you doing something for the Master Gardeners? Tell me about that.
This weekend is the Master Gardener Conference.
Ooh, the big Master Gardener. Where is that?
That's at OU.
Oh, at Oakland University. That's where my daughter is going. Hi, friends of the farm. So this is a live cooking corner in our market. We just had some of our CSA customers come in. Vera, you'll help them. Our recipe today is a yummy salad dressing, a vinaigrette salad dressing, but we're also showing you how to do a massaged kale salad. So Dena and I met in March, which is cold. But we had our little greenhouse, and do you remember being with me planting radish seeds? What else did we plant in March?
In March for microgreens, we did a lot of
We did a lot of microgreens. I'm glad you mentioned that. Dena, you brought some microgreens.
I brought some different stage microgreens.
So it's starting to be warmer outside. Thank goodness. Are you guys ready for warmer weather? I'm ready for warmer weather. We have things shooting up. Little dandelions are shooting up. I don't know if you guys know about this plant, but it's called ramps. Actually, I have my friend Lucy here. Lucy, I'm going to send you on a foraging excursion because I want to show our friends who are watching at home this plant. It's a little bit garlicky, a little bit oniony, and they come in the early spring, and they're called ramps. R-A-M-P-S. Do you know about these? Do you remember when I found these at the farmer's market?
Yes.
They love growing in sandy soil. They can tolerate some acidic soil, and they're one of the first greens that pop up. Could you go underneath, Lucy, the cedar trees on your way into the orchard and look down at your feet, and you're going to see some leaves. They almost look like tulip leaves, and they're very fragrant. I want you to carefully dig up an entire plant. Ramps are something I'm really excited about planting more of. It takes almost 10 years to have a full harvest. You've got it. Lucy, because she's, what are you, Gen Z? Yeah. You're a Gen Z. She just went and Googled it. I'm like, I'm going to show you the plant. And she's like, I could just Google ramps right here. Go get the plant, though, because I want to show them, and I want you to smell how amazing it is. So spring at the farm, we have been working for the last 7 weeks with root vegetables, carrots, onions, our potatoes, the overwintered apples. We've been doing a lot with meats, and we're showing you how to work with meats. Why are we doing all of those things? Because it's winter. And in Michigan, you're working with locally the food that you can grow in the cold, so beets, things like that, or the things that have overwintered. But now, drum roll please, it's April. And it's like 70 degrees out.
It's awesome out.
It's beautiful out. As a gardener, as a teacher, as a farmer, just as somebody from the Midwest, it feels a little bit like a holiday when it's nicer outside. It's like not raining and it's sunny and it's like 65, 70 degrees. So the whole farm is coming to life again. All these little greens are springing up. So we're having fun with greens. Kale is a cold crop. Many people are already starting to grow kale. I'm going to have Dena start talking about microgreens a little bit. Very easy to grow year-round, but it's really fun to grow in the spring because they pop right up. We have arugula here. I brought some radishes. Radishes are also a cold crop. And what do we love about radish? Quick.
Oh, they germinate in within a week.
Did you grow some radish microgreens? Oh, this would be great. Let's show.
This is
let's
almost
show
a week and a half.
Can you point a little bit to the camera? Do you see?
Yeah.
So just a week and a half. Radish, you can grow 28 days from seed to table.
And then you're composting the soil by 28 days.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is Mondays.
Oh, my gosh, show that.
So this is Monday.
So today is Wednesday. 3 days. You're already seeing.
It's just a to-go container.
I'm going to show really close. Now, Dena loves to tell this story, and hey, she should because it's funny. When I was first working with Dena, she's so much knowledge. And I grew up on a farm. I've been gardening my whole life, but we're lifelong learners. And I learned from Dena and Marge and Peggy and all these other master gardeners, which we're going to bring on the show here in a minute. But I learned something from Dena right away, and that was that these little things, let's show Dena, okay? You see the little white? They almost look like wisps, right? And to me, I thought they were moldy. I'm like, oh, bummer snap. It must have been like too cold or too wet, or I didn't have the right ventilation. And what did I do, Dena?
Well, did you throw those away? Okay.
And Dena came
and said, what?
Dena came and she said, go tell everybody. She's like, and she's so sweet. And she's like, oh, it's Chelsea's farm. You know, I don't want to ruffle feathers or anything, but that's not mold. Did you throw them all away? And I'm like, I threw them all away. I thought they were mold. And Dena's like, no.
They were like 2 days
Tell
old.
everybody, Dena, I'm going to make the camera a little bit closer.
Those are roots. They were the roots.
They're roots.
Roots.
Okay, Mrs. O'Brien, I made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes.
We practice gardening.
I love that. Did you guys hear that? We practice gardening.
Yeah.
And I have not only some master gardeners here today, but I also have some teachers here today. And teachers will tell you, parents will tell you this too. We fail forward. I say that to my kids all the time. We're going to fail forward. Okay? We're going to embrace the challenges, celebrate those challenges, celebrate the struggle and those mistakes. I will never forget that because it was a mistake, right?
You'll remember that forever.
Make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. But Dena will tease me about
Sometimes
that.
all you have to do is water it and the roots will go into the soil.
I didn't know it looked just like mulch meat. And I've been gardening my whole life. So never stop learning, friends, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, right? Okay, we're going to learn from those things, and we learn from each other. So I want to make sure that we get to 2 main things today. One is we're going to make a massaged kale salad. And yes, I said massaged kale salad. Kale is a beautiful spring plant that really has a lot of nutrients, a lot of flavor, but a lot of fiber. Lots and lots of fiber. Some people are like, I don't like kale. You're not using it right, you guys. You got to cook that kale down. Put it in soups. Put it in a root vegetable roast. If you're going to have it in salad, don't eat it raw. So many of these salad kits now, cabbage and kale. I get that is shelf stable and it will last longer for you, but it's too much roughage. And fiber's great, but we want to enjoy our food. Food should be a joy and a delight. So we want to show you how you can make your kale salad work a little bit better for your entire family. And those friends of yours, the family members that are like on the kale, they're going to love it. And it's really super yummy. So how about this? How about I start to prep my kale and you introduce your friends that came.
Okay.
All right? I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to pull in. Let's do Miss Peggy and Miss Vicky over here. So you have a volunteer group.
We have a gardening volunteer group.
Miss Peggy, I just love that you're here. Miss Vicky, I love that you're here. We're going to just put this around so you can hear. I have a big enough teacher voice. I don't probably even need a mic. So I'm going to step away, and then could you introduce yourselves and share how you're connected with the farm? I want you to talk about our garden group here. Because you guys could be part of our garden group. Yep. We decided not to call it the Green Thumbs, right?
Yeah, because not everybody has a green thumb. We still want you to come.
I'm going to make some.
This is Peggy. She's a master gardener also. And then Marge is also a master gardener. And Maureen is a gardening master. You can come on up. Yay.
We're going to get
And
cozy
Vicki
over
is a
here.
future master gardener. She took her course already.
Yep.
She's just waiting for onboarding, and then she'll be So
Maureen's interested.
and Maureen just got, but Vicki came to a sip and snip. Is that how you first came?
No, I came into the market.
And then you went to
And
the sip
then
and
I
sip.
said, oh, this seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
So then I started volunteering.
Yeah. Come on. See there.
I'm the
See
disembodied
there.
voice.
Yeah, and then started volunteering, and then you just called.
I called. Yep.
Needed
and
hours.
It's been almost 2 years now, and we do everything here.
We do everything, and it's fun.
seeds, Yeah, we weed.
We-
We have sip and snips, and
And we do the dahlias if you like dahlias. This is this would be the dahlia person. And you just called too, right?
What?
You came here and you just
Oh,
called.
yeah.
You just called and did that.
Yep.
And you just called or did you visit?
texted.
Oh, you texted. She texted.
different generation.
Yeah.
You told me that I could plant a wildflower field. So
Yes, I know. That's this year we want to put in more natives.
I keep coming back.
Yes,
The wildflower.
I know. We need some. I think probably Sunday we can start working on that.
I'm in.
On that. Anybody have anything awesome to say about the farm? Growing.
No, we can
It's
talk about
growing.
our sip and snips though. Because
Yeah,
it
go
has to
ahead.
do with
Yes,
flowers. So
Peggy and
around
Vicki.
July, August, September, we have a social time in the evening. Bring a friend, bring a group, and bring food, bring wine, and we will supply you with vases and teach you how to make bouquets and take you out into the farm. You can cut your own flowers
Yeah.
and go home with this beautiful bouquet.
Yeah,
It's just a fun evening.
with a lot of the wildflowers that are awesome. You want to talk about the dahlia garden? Because Marge is a big dahlia person.
Well, I didn't know a lot about dahlias before I came here. Actually, I came here as a little bit of an accident because I only needed 16 more hours of volunteer
Now you're at
hours
100.
to complete my certification for my master gardener. And I happened to find the Clarkson family farm just in the nick of time. I think I had 4 weeks before I had to file on my hours. And you know what? I love it here. I've learned so much about dahlias. I've gone through 2 seasons now, so I'm still learning though. And what I like about the farm is I am still learning other kinds of growing too that I just read about before when I was going through my Master Gardener program. And it's so nice to actually see it happen, and they allow you to be immersed in it and do it yourself. So that just kind of cements the knowledge. So that's what I love about the farm here.
Yeah, because Chelsea's great. It's like, hey, let's try doing this. And it's like, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that it's not just like, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Right? This is how you do it. Anything else? Anybody else have anything else to say? No?
Learn something new every time I come here.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Yay! You want to massage your, we have
So, Dena,
helpers.
let's do a little shout out though, because I'm surrounded by, I'm going to just kind of squat down a little bit so you can see all these people behind me. I'm surrounded by the best people. Right now, this market even is filled with volunteers, members of our CSA. Oh, I don't even need this, girl. Don't worry about it. But if you would like to be a part of our garden group, we have Tackle Task Tuesdays. Mindy's here. Hi, Mindy. Mindy and Joel DeLong actually came yesterday. They were hugely helpful. This is something new we're doing. It's from 1 to 4 every Tuesday. We do our blessing baskets. We do our CSA prep. We do whatever is needed on the farm. Tackle Task Tuesdays. Dena, do you have to know a lot about gardening to help out?
No.
And you will learn so much from these fine women behind me, and we learn from each other. So really open invitation. Send us email, and we'll hook you up with Dena. And Dena's really good about getting back with you, and she'll meet with you one-on-one, train you a little bit. It's a really fun time to be involved at the farm because we're planting, right? We're also dreaming about how we can improve our spaces. Okay, I can't squat this long. Ooh, my quads are starting to hurt. Okay, so I'm standing right back up. So what we're going to do now, friends, is I'm probably going to, don't leave. Come on back.
Oh,
We say lots and lots of sayings at the farm before we do any cooking. I'm sure, Marge, you know this. You cook with your kids. You guys cook a lot. Hands washed.
Yep.
Sleeves up.
Yep.
Hair back. I put cute little bandanas on my friends today. I love it, Vicki. Wear it all the time. It's darling. Hands washed, sleeves up, hair back. We already cleaned and sanitized all of our spaces. If you paid attention at all with any of our cooking corners, you know I love cooking with kids. Do not be afraid to cook with your children. We have safe knives for them. The older students can use, more adult type knives. But if you have a clean space, clean hands, and developmentally appropriate tasks for them, they love to cook. It's math, it's language arts, and it's also great family time. And you're going to be bumping up the chances of them eating some of those newer dishes. So if they're helping to make that massaged kale salad, they're probably going to be interested in trying that massaged kale salad. Marge and Dena, this is perfect that you guys are on Scooch, and I want to make sure that they can see both of you. You guys have been teaching with me a lot. And Marge actually was a teacher at Pine Knob Elementary School before you left us for the Netherlands. But she's back and has been working a lot with our students. They will eat what they grow, and they will eat what they prepare, right? If they make it, they're going to eat it, don't you think?
as long as it's fresh. To me, it's that crispness is what really draws you in.
Yeah, if you can harvest a radish right from the ground, wash it off, they're eating those salads, you guys. Don't we hear all the time from parents, my kids never eat salad. They come to your farm and all of a sudden we do this little program that's called Sprouts in the Spring, and it's baby farm animals. We do something with pollinators called baby bees. They make a little bee motel. Pollinators, gardeners, I know you're like thumbs up, yes. Without pollinators, 70% of what you see at the grocery store is not there. So we do educate our young people about the importance of pollinators. And then the last activity in our Sprouts in the Spring program is baby plants. And some of what our kids are planting now, our kindergartners in a couple weeks will be harvesting, like the radish. Remember, 28 days, you guys, you're going to get these cute little, like, oh my gosh, they're adorable. I want to eat them. Okay, so another thing we say at the farm all the time, many hands make
Light work.
light work. Look at all these helping hands I have today. Good thing I have lots of utensils and extra cutting boards. So we're going to spread out, and if you have a big family like I have, lots of kids, My dad said, why do I need a dishwasher? I'm not buying a dishwasher. I've got all of you. So yeah, we all pitch in. Doesn't matter who does it. It's just got to get done. So many hands make light work is something I grew up with. We see this at the farm all the time, and I'm so blessed to have incredible volunteers. So we're going to get busy by prepping some of the things that are going to be added to our kale salad. In your blessing basket today, you do have microgreens. How fun. You have the option of also adding some lettuces, some fresh lettuces, spinach. We do have cucumber. It's not in season. It's still April. We're not having cucumber, but I'm going to add some cucumber. Is that okay? Sometimes we don't have to do everything local, everything in season. I'm craving some cucumber. We had a little cucumber sandwiches for our garden party yesterday, so we'll add some cucumbers in there. How about tomato? Do you guys like tomato in your salads? Okay, we have 2 types of tomatoes. Could I put you around, Vicki, this way? And you can bring over, we have some cherry tomatoes. We also have a tomato. You guys probably have seen these in the grocery store. Campari tomatoes. I like those. They're not too big. They're not too small. So we're going to add some tomatoes in there. I really like a very thinly sliced, like wafer thin, thinly sliced sweet onion. Do you guys like Vidalia onions? Sometimes I'll put just a little bit, not a lot of sweet onion in this. And then, and we can make this as a group decision because we are eating this salad after we're done here. Who's an arugula fan? Okay, all the hands. Marge is like, nope. Okay, fun fact, if you are making your own food, why not make 2? We can have 1 with arugula. We'll have 1 without. When you are cooking yourself, you get to put in what you want. I think it's such a huge benefit of cooking with your family. So we'll make an arugula-free salad for you.
Just a little bit in
No,
there.
we just do one.
Yeah.
Look at all this kale we have. Oh, also, what do you guys know about kale? Are you kale eaters, growers? Yes? Okay, come on in. Come on over. No, I don't. Everybody's feeling shy on camera. This is like super easy, you guys. No worries. So, just like with lots of vegetables, there's not just one type of pepper. There's not just one type of carrot. There's not just one type of radish even. We have so many different types of radishes. I always like to say, we just did this with our kids this morning. Look at all these different types of sunflowers. All different shapes and colors and sizes, just like people. We don't look the same. Why should every piece of kale look the same? So we have here today, let's have you hold this one. This kale, our kids really like to grow. I think this is a really delicious type of kale. It's a little bit kind of thicker almost and easy to work with. This is a dinosaur kale. That's what I always called it. Isn't that fun? And you can see why you might call it dinosaur kale. Kind of looks like that, maybe scaly, right? So the kids think that's really fun. That's a dinosaur kale. All kale is going to have a lot of vitamin C. What else do we know about kale? Do you guys know any fun facts about kale? This is when I would get my Gen Z to look it up. What else? Fiber for sure. Okay, so fiber can be our friend, but we're also going to work a little bit with that cellulose, and we're going to break it down. Okay, fiber is great, but we also want our food to be delicious. So this kale is a Russian kale. We've heard it called Russian kale. Some people call it a purple kale. Again, lots of different types of kale. I like this kind of kale because I just think it's pretty. You guys have helped me with some sip and snips. Peggy has helped me with some sip and snips for sure. Dena and March also. I've seen some of my florists put kale in their arrangements. Are you guys all shaking your head? Yes? Kale, basil, oregano. We put a lot of mint. March loves so much mint. I'm laughing with you, Marge. I'm putting you on the spot a little bit. Marge and Dena harvested, and I'm going to change that. They pulled up by the roots bushels and bushels of mint, and it all came back, Marge. But mint is beautiful in your arrangements as well. Hi, come on in. Yes. I love when we have guests. It's so good to see you. We were just talking, Rihanna, about our sip and snips. We just had a friend of the farm pop over, and I was saying sometimes people put kale in their flower arrangements. Any Wednesday, you guys, we're open from 10 to 6. Our cooking corners from 1 to 2, but it's open, it's organic, it's really fluid. This is the kale that everybody thinks of, right? Lots of restaurants will use this just to add color to their, oh, well, we're going to put down, I don't know, a sea bass, but let's put a little kale to make it like come alive. It lasts a very, very long time. It's really durable, super easy to grow. Would you have any comments about kale that would be negative?
My kids even use it.
Your kids even use it. It's very healthy for you. This is the most common version of kale that you'll see, very long lasting on the shelf. You notice, and you see me do this with parsley, with cilantro, with lettuces. This is a living plant. If you brought roses home, would you just put them on the countertop?
In water.
You put them in water. You cut the bottom, you put them in water. Do the same thing with your kale. It will last a long time, and it's pretty on your countertop. So this is just curly kale. You see it everywhere. The only thing I can think of as a farmer gardener working with kale, oh, girls, bring it in. Cabbage moths. Oh. You know those little green worms that you get on all of your brassicas? Every broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, all the things. Those little, they're called cabbage moths or cabbage worms. You will see that on kale. They love, love, love the kale. I had a friend, I'm going to tell you a little story. I had a friend come into our market, might have been 2 years ago, but it was definitely last season. And, good idea. Now we can see everybody. Great idea. And this friend was looking through our kale, and she was setting aside the ones that had holes. And I thought, what is she doing? So this is organic kale. It's not going to be perfect. We don't want perfect. We want healthy, right? A perfect piece of lettuce means that nothing ate it, and there's probably a lot of pesticides on there. She was setting it aside because it had holes in it. She knew that that was the most delicious ones. I thought, I love this. It flipped the whole thing on its head. Rather than choosing the apple without spots or a little bite, that's the one that she wanted because she knew if bugs are eating it, then it's safe for me. Do it. Brilliant. I thought, I love this. So I will tell you, this is like managing expectations. You're going to come into our market and you will see things that our children have grown, our local farmers have grown, and we grow things sustainably and organically. That means we are not covering this in chemicals, which means that it's going to be delicious not just for people, but for nature. If you see things that nature is not eating, that should be the red flag. And no, it looks perfect, but that's not what we're going for. We're going for a healthy. Nature isn't perfect. So you might want to do a little experiment. Put an apple outside that isn't organic. It probably has some wax on it, right? Yep. Put an apple out that's been grown organically. See what eats what. You will find that nature is like, I don't want that apple. Bugs are smarter than we are sometimes, right?
Have a deterrent on it.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So when you come in, you very well may see some little bits eaten out of our kale. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So friends, while I'm showing how we massage, would you guys mind starting to chop up some of the things we're going to add to our salad? We've all washed our hands. Our sleeves are up. We're ready to go. However you want to do it. Thinly sliced is fine. Just think about how you like. I would love to make 2 salads. Okay. We've got a couple big bowls. Okay. We got Marge's on radish. Great. Somebody on tomatoes, maybe. Perfect. And somebody on cucumbers. And then if we could have somebody on onion. So spread out. Maybe Lucy, are you around here still? Would you mind aiming over here so we can show? Here's a nice big cutting board. I will need another couple cutting boards, Vera, if you don't mind. All right, look at this. So, Friends of the Farm, when we have our classes with our students on Monday, the market isn't open. We have a homesteading club, and we do after-school programs, and we do cooking labs. So we use all of this space for our cooking. And we're going to spread out. Everybody's going to have some fun slicing and dicing. And because we're using ingredients that are grown sustainably, the first step is not wash them all off. And we don't necessarily need to take all the skin off either, right? Now, girls, was there anything else you would like to add? Do you want carrots? Do you want, what do you think? We've got some beautiful carrots we could add. Oh, I know. Dena, there's some little bib lettuce in there. Let's show some of that for you guys. I wish I could take all of these master gardeners home with me, and we would have a ball making tons of food for people. Many of our volunteers are not only master gardeners, but they're parents, they're moms, they're also teachers. A lot of master gardeners also happen to be teachers. And you know what, another thing I've noticed, a lot of my master gardener friends are nurses. So there's something about that healthcare field, I think, that has people gravitate towards the gardens. So Dena, in the refrigerator, in that metal container, there's a bunch of little lettuces. I think we might have some fun adding lettuce. Yeah, take a closer look. Aim right down here, Miss Lucy. I'll scoot this over, and you can see what our girls are doing. Love it, love it. Okay, and you know what? We know here, these little bits, you can totally eat those, but we've got a pig pail. We're going to pop those in our pig pail. So, pig pail. So, any little bits, girls, that you don't want, we just pop those right in. All right? Yeah, great. So, we've got tomatoes. We're going to save arugula for halfway. Okay. Let's get to some massage, baby. My hands are washed. The kale has also been washed. I brought this over just to show you. It's not a bad idea to pre-wash your lettuces. You know, rinse them off, shake them off, dry them off. That's not a bad idea at all. But it's great when you're working with organic vegetables as long as you get rid of the dirt. Okay, and you take a little bit of your time to make sure that there aren't any of those little green worms on there. We like that they like our food, but we don't really want to eat the green worms. So just rinse them off, but don't say, ooh, gross, and throw the kale away. That means that it's organic and healthy, right? Okay, so I just wanted to show you this. That would probably be your first step. Rinse it off, make sure there's no dirt on there, etc. Set this aside. Okay. First thing we're going to do with our kale, you can use any type of kale. I'm going to start with my dinosaur kale. I'm going to use all of it, okay? Let me set aside the microgreens, which we're going to add in arugula, but not for March. We'll do 2 salads, okay? Perfect. So, Dena, you still have your clip on, so feel free to share anything if you would like, or do you still have your clip? Oh, you put it down here. I got you. No problem. So, dinosaur kale. The first thing we're going to do with any kale is we're going to take out the center. Okay? So this vein in the middle is absolutely edible. However, I don't want to eat this raw, okay? So for the purposes of our massaged kale, we're actually going to take this and we're going to put it to the side, all right? Ooh, it's starting to be fun in here. I've got all kinds of fun conversations going. I love it, I love it. I do need a pig pail. Oh, perfect. Great. So you could save that stem, put it in a pot, boil it down, make it into a soup. I'm going to give it to our pigs. By the way, did you guys know Gemma and Ruby, our Kuni pigs, are pregnant and they're almost ready to give birth. So we're going to give them a little extra love, okay? Now what I'm doing, if I could have a big bowl, could I have a big bowl that's not being used for other things? Maybe move the tomatoes out? Perfect. So I prefer, and you can do whatever you like, but I prefer to use my hands to break this up, okay? You could use a knife, no problem, but I prefer to use my hands. So I think your hands are probably your most important tool in the kitchen, okay? Break it up in the sizes that you like, okay? If you like little tiny pieces, break it up in tiny pieces. If you like bigger pieces, break it up in bigger pieces. I'm doing littler pieces, okay? All right, just like that. So that's your first step. Take that center out. All right. Have you girls ever done this before? Do you do massaged kale salads? Oh, Vicki says yes. Vicki, do you want to add anything to this first part? Lucy, could you aim over to Vicki? I'm sorry, you're checking out. Maybe Vera could check you out, and Lucy could be my videographer. What might you add, Vicki?
No. Well, you don't. I don't know if you prefer. I don't know if you prefer ripping it, but I also sometimes use scissors.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And cut the rib out with scissors. It goes really fast.
Ah, that's a great idea. You know what else? Kids love using scissors. We could give them child-safe scissors.
Sure.
They would have a ball with that. That's a great idea. We use scissors for our chives and for our cilantro, so that's a good idea. Thank you. I always, like I said, I always learn from other chefs. So we're going to do equal parts. Now that we've talked about taking the vein out, could I actually put you, Vicki, on doing that for me? Sure. All right. So I want you to note the color, okay? And I'm going to have a bowl that is unmassaged. Maybe I can get another silver bowl or another bigger bowl of the kale that we haven't massaged. And I want you to pay attention to how the color changes when we add 3 ingredients. Simple, and you don't need a lot of it. Oil. I like to use olive oil. What do you like to use, Vicki?
Olive oil works. Sometimes I prefer avocado oil if I'm getting, if the olive oil is maybe too strong of a flavor. Sometimes.
Okay. My daughter Delaney loves avocado. She does a lot of avocado toast. Thank you. That's perfect. Thank you. I never thought about getting avocado oil. I should definitely do that.
It has a mild flavor.
A mild flavor is really, and you're right, olive oil can have its own flavor depending on what you choose to do. All right. So we're going to do 2 bowls here. Let's do half in here and half in here. And Dena, just so I have enough room on my table, I'm going to set this aside. Lucy, you brought me ramps.
I did. They're
All right.
sitting here.
Beautiful. So, I always say this. I wish I could, package the aroma up. Paula, you loved the ramps. Come on over here, Miss Paula. So my wonderful Italian friend, you remember Paula Lentini. Welcome back, Paula. She's our market manager along with Vera. And Paula and I really enjoyed
I
this.
had it in my eggs this morning.
You did?
Yes.
You put it in your, what did you think? Did you love it?
Oh my gosh, it was just that kick, that hint, and just enhanced the whole dish without overpowering it, without giving me issues. It was just great.
So I'm going to show you what they look like. This is something we're growing here at the farm. They're called ramps, okay? Lucy looked it up for us. You can eat the root. The root is a stronger flavor, just kind of like, hey, do you guys want to have the conversation a little bit farther over there? Thank you, that's all right. And so you can eat the root also, as well as the leaves. And you can plant this. So maybe we'll put a little bit in our salad. Just a little. It's great in the stir fry. It has a garlicky, oniony flavor. Thank you for bringing these, Lucy. You can set them right back over there. All right, how are we doing? We've got 2 bowls going. I'm going to hand you this. You're working very efficiently. And this is our pig pail. Perfecto. Okay, so 3 ingredients. Oil. Bye, Lucy. Thank you for your help. Lucy is our student intern, and we decided we're having so much fun with this cooking corner. This was our last official cooking corner every week, but we're going to continue it. It's just a blast. We're going to do an after-school program once a month, okay? We'll do once a month after school, and we'll continue to bring in our master gardeners and the kids that we work with and our market managers and anybody that loves to cook and has a recipe to share. And it's something that is locally grown. We like to highlight things that are locally grown, sustainably grown. Yeah, maybe I might try, Vicki, using scissors. This, is a little bit rougher, but yeah, I think you're right. It probably is going to be a little bit faster. Can I give you some more curly kale?
Yes, please.
All right. I told you 3 ingredients for making massage kale. Ingredient number 1, some type of oil. Does it have to be avocado oil? Nope. Does it have to be olive oil? Nope. I do like using things that don't have a lot of saturated fats, so oils with unsaturated fats are better for your heart. If you guys have been following us, you know that I have a background in nutrition, and I worked with cardiac patients at the beginning of my professional career. So that is something that I pay attention to, is the saturated fat. So olive oil, that Mediterranean diet, it's good to go. Avocado oil, also fabulous, right? Mm-hmm. Second ingredient you're going to want in your massaged kale salad is some type of acid, okay? Vinegar, you can use balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, apple cider vinegar. It all works. It's all going to have that acidic brightness. Lemon juice. Did I hear lemon juice? Dena's like, lemon juice. Lemons, okay? Fresh lemon is fine. Dena, do you mind handing me that lemon juice over here? We can just show. Or they sell this at every grocery store, a little bit of lemon juice if you don't want to go through the work of the full lemon. Hey, Paula, when you and Vera get a chance, what's in our baskets today? I think we have a lemon.
We have
right?
a lemon.
We have a lemon in our baskets.
Onion.
Oh, perfect. Did you guys get an onion that can be very thinly sliced for our salad? Perfectly perfect. Okay. Love it. Ooh, we got Peggy and Marge over there working hard. How's it going? Are you guys chopping up radishes? Yeah, baby. Radish is an unsung hero. I like radish. I like radish sandwiches. How do you use your radish? Little salt, pepper?
I'm not a radish fan.
You're like, no, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
so
all right.
A little bit.
Okay.
I've had a radish miso salad. That was amazing.
That sounds actually really good. Radish is kind of an English food. If they're overcooked, if they're overgrown, like if you leave them in the ground too long, they can get really peppery.
If they're spicy, then I don't like
really woody.
Yeah.
But if you harvest them earlier, you are going to have a more mild flavor.
So maybe
baby
radishes.
I think maybe Dena and I like growing a lot of radish for our microgreens, and we find that little tiny bit of peppery in the microgreens is actually quite nice. The longer it grows, the bigger that root ball gets, the more woody and the spicier.
And the more peppery.
The more
Good to know.
it is. So, yes, basket. Show us what we've got in the basket. Do you want to, let's just swing around here. We can go pop in. This is looking really, really good, Vicki. What's in the basket? You talk. What's in the basket?
Okay. Kale.
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 Great. Love it.
Microgreens.
Oh, yeah, yum.
Microgreens.
Love it. Now, even if you're not part, Paula, of our CSA, can you come in and buy a basket?
Certainly. Every bit of it. And we'd be glad to put it together custom for you, what you think you like.
Yeah. And we're charging $50,
Yes.
but you're going to get almost $60 worth of stuff. Okay. Yeah. And then when we go through our basket, I actually want to make sure that we put a little shout out to our CSA starting, okay? Yeah. So what else do we have in our basket?
We have mixed greens, which is spinach and spring mix, and what else is in here? Arugula, I think.
Oh, yeah. And it's all baby, right? Baby
Yes, it's
spinach.
all baby
Yeah,
stuff.
fresh spring greens.
And
Love
again,
it.
all of our supporting people, like Essence on Main with their bread.
Oh, my gosh. Emma.
Get bread.
I got to have Waverly, your daughter, come to our field trip the other day. You guys are doing such a good job. Thank you for being such a huge supporter of our farm and such a valuable member of our community. Emma Davis Donnelly, we love you. Essence on Main, go
Yes,
support
go.
her. It's a great
Definitely,
company. Locally
definitely.
owned business, and boy, does she give back to the community.
Little baby
Oh,
cukes
yeah, I'm glad you put some cucumbers
to
in there.
add to your salad.
Perfect,
You
yum.
can cut them up real thin and they're crunchy.
Oh, we did cut them up real thin.
Yes.
Where's our cucumbers? We had cucumber cutters. Where are they? Oh, they're under the lettuce. They look super yummy.
And a beautiful lemon.
Yep, for making
Fresh,
your
organic lemon.
Great, love
and
it.
a nice big onion.
And that's a sweet onion, yeah.
Yes, it is. Vidalia.
Love it.
It's organic.
Yes.
And we also will let you pick some meat. We have some frozen meats available. Hamburger and pork sausage and bratwurst and beef bones. Your
Wow.
choice. Your choice.
Wow.
Yep.
And you also get your milk
And milk and eggs.
and eggs. It's a really cool thing that we've got going here. And May 6th.
Yes, we're starting our spring CSA. We're so
Sign
excited,
up, you guys.
because I've been able to manage some relationships with some really neat local farmers.
We're working with Clarkson Farm.
We're working with Clarkson Farm.
Sean Garvey, hi.
hi, Sean.
Big shout out to you, buddy. Clarkson Farm. I'm so excited to
Yes,
deepen that relationship.
Yes.
Feminine Farmer.
Feminine farmers.
Feminine Farmer Kim Fletcher, you guys, you grow a lot of beautiful kale. I can't wait for your salad greens and all the yummy things. And you like to do like little boutique-y things that you
Oh,
make.
I love
you can
that.
never
I love
get
to
the
have that
store.
in here. Yes.
Yes. So
So
Kim,
you,
working with you.
as a spring CSA, you'll find your basics, the milk and the bread and the eggs. But there's going to be so many other exciting things. We just don't know what it'll be because we're just starting to get it out of the ground and talk to people about it and be able to secure it here for the market.
Can we give a shout out to Bellevue Farm and Claire Schlusner?
Sure, definitely.
Claire.
Claire is she's also going to be providing some eggs as we need them.
Yes, we
Yes,
do. We
yes.
have, I just counted them last night as I was
many?
putting the farm to bed. We have 57 chickens.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
57 chickens, and we get a lot of eggs. But we have a lot of people
We have a
that
lot
love
of
our
people
farm.
that-
So
yes.
we are very careful, aren't we, Paula, about curating relationships with other local farmers that we know have our standards.
That's right.
These are free-range chickens.
Amy Vine.
Yeah, Promised Land
Yeah.
Farm.
Yeah.
We're so lucky.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. It's been so much fun
and
too.
yeah, and
It's
another-
going to get even more fun now as the weather and the ground warms up. And,
Yeah, I'm going to aim over here, actually. Girls, are you excited for spring?
Yes.
Yay, spring! We've all been waiting. We've been waiting and waiting for spring. So spring CSA starts May 6th. Go on our website.
Yep.
You can sign up right now. And we do limit it to about 50 families. Maybe we can do more. I don't know, Paula. We'll talk. Paula's looking at me. She's like, I'm not turning anybody away from a CSA.
Just come.
But
Just come.
my point is, just don't wait,
But
okay?
the value, it's the value. For 8 weeks, $350, you're getting $400+ worth of good quality, organic, locally sourced product. You can't lose.
You can't lose.
You can't lose.
I know this sounds like a commercial.
It is.
You're not only supporting local farmers, getting a great value for your food, but we're a nonprofit
Right.
farm for children. So this welcome center, we want to keep it open, but we can't keep our welcome center open unless you guys come and support us. Local honey, local syrup. So anything that we can have is not loss. It goes right back to your kids.
And it goes right back into the farm itself. We're going to also doing some cooking corners once a month too.
Yeah.
So look for some other fun recipes. coming up.
After school.
After school.
Yep,
Right.
after school cooking corner. Okay, back to the massage kale. Thank you for our commercial break. And back to the massage
We're back
kale.
to the
Okay,
regular.
I'm handing this over to Dena. Come on over, Miss Dena. You're my highlighted person today. And let's see. Vera, I know you're in the middle of a conversation. Could maybe you or Eli just turn this around for me, please? Okay, I'm going to put this back on you. I know you're reluctant. She's my reluctant guest here. She's such a fountain of knowledge. I'm just so glad that you're able to be here today. All right, perfect, Dena. That's great. Now, Gals, I'm going to have one of you come over here and grab one of my bowls, and let's move this. Oh, thank you. Can you be my cameraman? All right. Eli's in the house. Hey, Eli. Eli's our farm hand, but he's also like a professional dancer. He has his own dance company, and he's a terrific volunteer of ours. He's a liaison to our Farm Bureau, who is one of our wonderful long-term supporters and friends of the farm. So I'm thinking we need to get Eli on here at one of our cooking corners. Eli, come on around, give a little shout out. Hey, Eli.
Eli's awesome.
You know what Eli did yesterday for me? And this is not a job that anybody wants. He mucked that chicken coop. I love you, Eli, for doing that. I know it's not a very glamorous job, but we are very proud of how we care for everybody at the farm, including our furry and feathered friends. So we want them to have a really clean house. Okay. I told you it was 3 ingredients, and then I got distracted with talking about our baskets. We said oil. We said some type of citrus. Were you guys paying attention? Some kind of acid. It could be lemon. It could be vinegar. It could be both. I like to use both. Is that okay if we use both? Okay, perfect. And then the last thing is something that is, how do I say? It's not like controversial, but if you're caring for your heart health, you might be very low sodium, but I would encourage you to add a little salt, okay? You can always add more, but you can't take it out. You've heard me say this a lot. That goes triply true for salt, but don't skip it. Just a little bit of salt really elevates the flavors. What would you say, gardeners? Wouldn't you? Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of salt and pepper. You'd be surprised. It's just simple, but if you start with great ingredients, simple is great. When Paula and I were doing our meatball Italian cooking corner, we were kind of reminiscing about in Italy. A lot of their meals are very simple, 3 or 4 ingredients, and it almost always has olive oil, always has a little garlic, but it's really high quality ingredients, and then you don't need to just overdo it, right? Okay, so we have 2 salads here. We have a nice mixture of greens, and I want you to pay careful attention to the color, okay? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of our acid, okay? So I'm just going to make it easy for myself. Yes, we could cut this and take the seeds or whatever, but we'll keep this for our blessing baskets, okay? This is just fine, okay? It's easy, especially if I'm in a hurry. I'm just doing a couple of splashes. I learned from my mom, who learned from her mom. I've been cooking my whole life. I don't know about you girls, but unless I'm baking and it's very precise with my baking recipe for a cake or something, I measure with my heart. Do you measure with your heart? Yeah. How about you, Peggy? Are you more? So I'm just doing just a little bit of light right there. Okay. Now I'm also going to add a little bit of red wine vinegar. I do like that vinegary, citrusy taste. So we're just going to do a little bit red wine vinegar. And if you're wondering, well, how much? I can't really see. You're on this cooking show and you just blah, 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 blah. About a tablespoon maybe of each is about what I just put in, okay? Now, olive oil or avocado oil. There's more than one type, of oil you can use. Any kind of oil is fine. I'd probably stay away from seed oils or anything with a lot of saturated fats, okay? We talked about that heart health. Again, I would say maybe a tablespoon, 2 teaspoons up to a tablespoon. It depends on how big. Okay, so right now, we don't see a lot of difference in the color. You want to get in on this, Dena?
Yep.
Okay.
I just washed my
so I'm
hands,
going to show you. Just washed your hands. Great. Now, I didn't add my salt yet. All I'm doing right now, 3 to 5 minutes, you guys. Okay? I'm massaging it. And I'm really just kneading that in. What I'm doing at a chemical level, cooking is chemistry, at a chemical level, is I'm taking that oil and that acid, our vinegar and our lemon. And I'm breaking down the cellulose. The cellulose is the fibrous structure in the leaves. Now I've already taken out the center stem. That gives you a lot of that fibrous, bite when you have your salads. This, by the way, they just chunk it all up if you have the pre-made salad kits. So a lot of what you're getting is the stem. Is it bad for you? No, but it's not all that delicious. And kale really was never meant to be eaten that way. If you go back in history, kale has been grown, of course, for hundreds of years. But generally, in these older recipes, do you guys like Downton Abbey and like Bridgerton? And I am all about my historical novels. I love the 1800s. And it's really fun to see how they cook. They are not putting kale in a salad and eating it raw. They're putting it in soups. They're putting it in roasts. So they knew back then what we've forgotten, which is kale is delicious. But you gotta break that cellulose down, you guys, because it's really can be tough. And I feel like I'm the cheerleader for kale. If you've been eating kale and you don't like it, you're eating it the wrong way. Okay, are you ready? Dena, I didn't let you do any of that. I'm so sorry. But here, I want you to, Vera, can you zoom in? Okay, zoom in on this. And the lighting in here is not fantastic. But look at the difference, you guys. Get in here, Master Gardeners. Come see this. Now, okay, the color is just deepened. It just doesn't burst with color. Yeah. We eat a rainbow. Mm-hmm. So you want this is beautiful. I'm not saying that's not beautiful. But this, you guys, the colors are just bold and bright and the flavors are just bursting out of it. Can you smell how fresh that is?
From here.
Oh my gosh, with the lemon and the olive oil and a little bit of that vinaigrette. Okay.
That looks a little too stiff to me, where this looks much more palatable.
What a beautiful word, Marge, to use. I'm thinking about like this in my mouth, okay? You're going to be chewing for a long time over here, guys. Food should be a joy. It shouldn't be work. So this is work. I don't want to work when I'm eating. Massage your kale. Say it with me, you guys. Do you see how long that took me? Like moments, okay? Under 5 minutes. If I wasn't such a chatterbox, it'd probably take me 3, right? So that's it. Now, what can we add to this? Whatever you want. We can add our microgreens. We can add our dressing. I'm actually going to prepare the dressing, but I want my Master Gardeners. I'm going to take this off. Mm-hmm. I want my Master Gardeners to talk about microgreens because microgreens are something that you can grow at home. You can grow on your windowsill. Mm-hmm. You do not have to have a garden, you guys. Don't feel like to be a gardener or to grow your own food, you have to have this big backyard and tons of time and tons of money. You don't need any of that. Start small, okay? Do a little herb garden on your countertop. Find a sunny spot in your house. Go in your backyard or at the park. Get some soil. Great if we have beautiful, rich, lovely soil. Mm-hmm. But you can grow microgreens in you're not going to be happy with me. You probably don't say dirt. Marge says don't say dirt. Don't say it. You with the amended dirt, a little bit of dirt. You can also do your own compost, you guys. We've got our pig pail going here. We're going to give this to our piggies, but we could totally put this in our compost, right? Mm-hmm. And then you can amend your dirt and make soil. All right. Handing this over. Who should I hand this over to? Marge? No, Dena already has it.
No, nobody.
Vicky, get in here. I'm delegating.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
there you
Vicky's
go,
good.
Miss Vicky. Because you've done this before. I love that you have you're like, use the scissors. That's really cool.
So let's go back with the soil.
My vinaigrette. Start with your soil.
The soil is probably best with potting soil or seed soil, not outside soil. It's too heavy. Do we have the other?
The examples?
I'll bring your examples over
Yeah.
Dena. Here, I will Vanna White for you. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me take my little water.
So this is just with seeds, like a seed starting soil. maybe about an inch. If you had like only an inch thing, maybe a half inch. Like these trays are probably an inch, so just a half inch of soil. And then when you do the seeds, the big thing is they're not on top of each other. Space them out. They still need space. These, see, they're already starting to be green. They were white. We just took them out of darkness. A lot of seeds don't need light for a while, like this broccoli. We put it in there, put something on top of it like this, so you get good seed soil contact, and put it in darkness for 2 days, and it'll come out like this, yellow. But by the end of the day, this will be green. And by next week, we'll be eating those. And in 2 weeks, that soil will be compost, because it gets a really thick mat at the bottom, so you can't really reuse the soil.
So then how do you harvest?
You harvest, you can get scissors, or if you're really careful, you can hold it like this one's only a week old. This one's about 2 weeks. Hold it up like this and cut it with a sharp knife.
I don't know that people can see it.
Hold it up like this and cut with a sharp knife, because you don't want the dirt. So
Okay. You don't want the soil, you mean?
you don't want the soil to eat. That's yucky. One of these is a
Did you ask one use?
Yeah, is this
It's a one use, right? It doesn't come back?
the soil.
No, one use.
Sometimes yes.
Sprouts.
okay?
We were reading that your peas might come back, because peas will keep growing. Sometimes if you put them in too thick, they don't germinate at the same time, and you might get what you think is a second round, but it's more than likely another seed germinating.
Okay.
Is what.
Well, and you can see in this how much it goes into the soil. So when you start, if you harvest another
See
batch of it,
Yeah,
you're
you
not
can't.
going to have a lot of soil left over from your first batch.
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need new soil.
Now, some people say, oh, I don't want to buy a whole big bag of potting soil, whatever. Go to the dollar store. You can get a small bag that will start you off, and you probably can get about 3 trays out of it.
You can also use a dehydration mat. This one was grown on a dehydration mat. Since you're eating them in 2 weeks, they'll be gone in 2 weeks. Yep. This one also has, I like the ones with drainage. That way, if you overwater, you can just dump it out of the bottom of the tray. But this is all you need. This is a to-go container. This is a good to-go container. It's that easy. Yeah. This, if you wanted a lot, this is a big.
So the nice thing about
That
this,
one has
I
a
bought
top.
these
Come on,
These
camera.
are all apple turnovers from a local market.
I can't
And what
see
you can do is, first of all, you would have any container that you use, you should sterilize, especially if you're upcycling with something that had food in it before. But
So
this
that's
one,
what, water with a little splash of bleach and let it sit there
Or
for
just-
5 minutes?
or
sterilize it.
Antibacterial dish soap would be fine.
Oh, okay.
You just want to make sure that whatever food was in there before, that you put a kibosh on it.
So we don't get
So,
bacteria.
so I think a lot of these very efficient growing containers you can find either in the produce department, like berries come in them, or in this case, this was in the bakery. And this one, I'm trying this at home. I split it in half here, and then I put holes in the top part, and then I sit it right here in the bottom
So you
part.
dump
So
out
I've
the
got
water.
a drainage.
Kind of like
Like
this.
Dena's tray does. So it's not an expensive thing to do.
That's why you want to use potting soil. You want to use a sterile medium, not outside dirt. You want that medium to be
Right.
sterile so that you don't get mold. Chelsea's mold.
Okay.
Which looks like that, but that's
and
actually.
you don't know what's outside. There might be some microorganism
Or
in the
bugs.
soil that you can't see, and you don't want to really bring that inside. You want to give your seeds the best possible chance of growing and being successful.
Now, how much light do you need for these?
Well, the first couple days, lettuce needs more light. The germinating, that needs light to germinate. after 2 days, just I've put it on my kitchen, just underneath my kitchen light all night.
Okay.
And that's it. If you don't have grow lights and all that, it just needs
So you don't need special grow lights.
You don't need special grow lights. No. And with radish, if you have an event next week, you could start a tray this week. And next week, by next weekend, you have your fresh.
And if you're like me that doesn't love radishes, the baby
broccoli.
ones are
Yes.
not
Did
so
you
spicy.
did you
I
taste
haven't
it?
tried one. Okay, let's.
I was
No, they're more spicy, I think.
I
Will
was-
you tell me?
I was talking to the kids about this yesterday. I love radishes. They don't like me. But I like that little bit of radish, and I have found these microgreens are just the best. Just a little sprinkle in your salad gives you that little pop of flavor without having to eat a whole
Your
radish.
salad, your sandwich.
And I find that
Omelette.
onions and chives too, same thing. I like onions, they don't like me. But chives gives me, Chelsea's laughing at me. If I cut them up and I can sprinkle them, I get a little bit of an onion taste. It's not that full blast that I would get if I get a whole big onion. So different options, different things to try.
We have a whole
So
basket
what's-
here.
What's going on here? Tons of seeds.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about how you can use all
Yep.
kinds of things for microgreens. Not anything though in the like tomato family.
Nightshades.
No nightshades.
No nightshades.
No nightshades.
No.
No.
So potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, eggplant. Has a toxic
Radish,
leaf.
cilantro,
Yep.
mustard, arugula,
Yep.
lettuce,
And we
basil.
have all that here.
We got tons.
Your herbs you can use.
Swiss chard.
Bok choice, excellent choice.
Excellent choice.
Broccoli, beets.
Carrots.
I like radish. That's
Lettuces.
So, Miss
Yeah.
Dena, I have a question. So last week, 2 weeks ago, I planted some wheatgrass for my
Yeah.
grandkid.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have a good window to put it in because all my windows just have a little ledge. So I put the pot next to a heat register. I figure, not going to give it sun, but I could give it heat.
And that germinated faster.
I could not believe how fast.
If you took your little one of these and put a top so you get seed soil contact, put another dish like this on top, put it in a plastic bag, and put it in the warmest room of your house. So these will germinate in 2 days. Look, these
But you
germinate
got
in
to
2
watch
days.
for mold, though.
That's why you
don't
got
want
to check it
get
every day.
Too hot that it or wet. For that
I put it by
matter.
the furnace room.
Yep.
And then
Use a
probably,
spray bottle.
I think a spray bottle works good. And for these ones with the tray, you can bottom water and then dump out the water so that they're not sitting. I don't think they're not coming through yet.
But yeah, if you do water, make sure you try and use like a spray bottle because
We don't
too
want
much
to drown.
water will with heat will cause a mold problem.
And that will be mold, not roots.
That's the roots.
I
yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
Wow, people, the not spots. I want to hear.
Put too much water because seeds can't swim, right? I was telling the kids yesterday. Seeds love water, but seeds can't swim, and if you put too much water around them, and it doesn't allow the seed to germinate, the roots won't come out, and then you'll probably start getting a bit of a rotting problem.
It'll smell.
So
Needs
water
oxygen.
is great, but water in moderation, and certainly with microgreens, I would definitely use a spray bottle because you can regulate the amount of water that goes onto it.
Because you want moist, not
Moist.
soggy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are we done?
That
Yay.
was perfect timing. Oh, hi. I have Sherry Reggiani here. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, my gosh. Market days are the best days, and if you have grandchildren, bring them along. What a beautiful day, Miss Sherry, to be here. Your timing, per usual, is perfect. We are just about ready to sample a massage kale salad with our vinaigrette dressing. So as the girls were teaching you all about how to, I guess I can put this back on. You took that off really fast, Vicki. Oh my gosh, you girls. You have so much to share. Thank you for sharing your time. Don't take it off yet. So while the girls were sharing about how to grow microgreens, did you mention, Dena, that we're giving away seeds today?
Yes, they're that basket.
Take 3, 4, 5. We want you to try. Okay, try growing your own microgreens. If you don't want to grow microgreens and you're like, actually, I have a little garden in the back, grow the vegetables themselves. 4, and Sherry Reggiani, I know that you and your husband David, you've been to Italy before, and we were just talking about sometimes less is more. Start with great food, great vegetables, great ingredients, and then maybe you only need 4 or 5 ingredients, but start with great ingredients. I found that when I was visiting Italy, just a little oil and vinegar. It's all I needed on my salad because the Roma tomatoes were so delicious. I didn't want to mask their flavor. This vinaigrette is more than 1 or 2 ingredients, but it uses local raw honey. Hey, fun fact, we have local raw honey right here, and you got it in your basket a couple weeks ago. If you have some left, use it in your recipe. I did not add garlic to this just because I was trying to do it in the time you were working with your microgreens. Garlic is great. If you don't like garlic, that's what's fun about cooking your own food. Don't put it in, it's okay. I personally love garlic, so I'll probably add a little bit more. Pepper, mustard, you can use whatever kind you want. I used a Dijon mustard, really good olive oil, or we learned from Vicki, avocado oil would be fine to replace for here. I am going to put it in a mason jar. You also have some mason jars because we sent them home with you guys earlier in the week. Put it in a mason jar, shake it up. Okay, and then this can go right in the refrigerator, so you don't have to throw away any extra. Now you've got some lovely homemade vinaigrette dressing. Easy, 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 okay? Little salt, little pepper. What do I say? You can always add more, but you can't take it out. Doubly true for salt. Okay, this does call for, I think it's a teaspoon of salt. Ooh, a tablespoon of sea salt. I actually only put in like a half a
You
tablespoon.
know what? There's also salt in the. Did you put mustard in there?
Yes, there's salt in the mustard.
Yeah.
There's salt in the mustard. Okay,
Those that really watch that.
massage scale salad. Get in here, girls, because this is the fun part. And then guess what? That's our hour. It goes by so fast. Talking with Maureen over there as we're making our salad dressing. She goes, that half hour did go by fast. I'm like, no, girl, that was a whole hour. We just want fun, right? I'm wondering, Vera, can you pull the thing back a little bit so I can get all my girls in here? We're going to put our microgreens away on the table. I really hope you try these microgreens. On your recipe for microgreens, and by recipe I mean instructions for growing microgreens, you are going to find a YouTube link. It's me, a younger version of me, back during COVID with our at-home series, teaching you how step by step to do microgreens. So the instructions are on your sheet, but also pop on our YouTube channel and watch the video. Okay, that's a good one too. All right, we've got 2 bowls. Yes, Miss Vicki? That bowl over there. Okay, Marge, this is your bowl. This is going to have not a lot of onion. And we're not putting in arugula because Marge was no on the arugula. This is it's okay. What did I say? It's so easy to do, you guys. It took 3-4 minutes to massage
it. It just doesn't
No, I'm not putting you on the spot. The point is when you cook together, you can make exactly what you want, okay? So now we're going to have some fun filling it up with all the yummy veg. Okay? We're eating a rainbow. We like a little radish. You see I'm using my hands? It's okay because they're clean, right? I'm going to add a little radish. Is that okay? We'll do it. Okay, so this is the Marge friendly one. All right? That's okay. Hey, I've got a brother-in-law that does not like cilantro. He's got that soap gene. So, you love your family. Part of the way we love our family is we feed our family. Why would I put something in there that will make your tummy upset? We're not doing that. So I'm also adding a little bit of this fresh Bibb lettuce. You don't have to, but it's nice and light. Now the Bibb lettuce we don't have to massage because it doesn't have all that cellulose. in there, right? It does have fiber. It's very light. We know that like iceberg lettuce doesn't have a lot of nutritional value. This is actually a little bit healthier for you. The darker green your vegetables, by the way, the healthier they're likely to be. Cucumber, we good with cucumber? Okay, we're going to do half and half cucumber. We want this to be happy for everybody, right? So if you didn't like cilantro, why would I put cilantro in? We did a very, very thinly sliced Vidalia. This is a sweet onion. You're getting this in your basket. I'm going to use my fingers, and I'm just kind of breaking it up a little bit more, okay? I like when I don't have to work so hard with my salad, so I like everything to be in no onion. All right, that's right. I like onions, but onions don't like me. I got you. Thank you. Marge is like, what are you doing? She put her back to me. She's like hip checking me out of the way. Okay, here we go. There's a hockey reference, by the way. I have a whole hockey family. I'm like, did you just hip check me? My 21-year-old son. Okay. So, tomatoes, both? Yeah, okay. Yes, please, she says. Yes, please. All right. And what else did we decide? I think this is good. The arugula. I love arugula.
Oh, yes.
And we
A
got
little
that.
bit of arugula. Do we say, oh, yes, Maureen? Yes? This is
just a little.
Marge is like, just a few? Just a little bit? Okay, I'm going to break it up. We're going to lightly sprinkle the arugula. Arugula, just like your radish, the earlier you harvest it, the less peppery it is. Wouldn't you agree with that, Master Gardeners?
Sure.
The earlier you harvest it, the pepperier it is.
The better it tastes.
Less intense, right? As it grows, as it
rubber.
bolts, you're going to have a stronger flavor. Also, we didn't say this with our spring green cooking show, but this is the best time to get your greens because they're growing very slowly, which means all those sugars are being concentrated in the leaves. We did our first grade field trip this morning, and I had some of my teachers try our beet greens. They were so sweet. They're just this big, and they're growing really slowly, and they were like candy. Oh my gosh, beet greens, delicious. All right, too much arugula, not enough? What do you think?
No, that's good.
Is that good? We like it.
good, yeah.
This arugula, because it's spring, it's growing slowly. It's not very peppery. It's got really, really nice flavor. You can get this arugula in your basket today as well. All right, microgreens for both, yes?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to do halfway. Look how pretty that is. I might, if I'm presenting this, if I'm making this as a salad that I might put on a table, I might keep the microgreens balled up in the middle because I think they make a really nice presentation.
Yes.
Okay, you guys hold this. You hold this. And then I would say in my family, we don't pre-dress our salads because if we don't eat it all, we can maybe save it a day. Kale's not going to last a long time. How long will the massaged kale last? 3 days. After that, it's compost or piglet pail. But it is not going to last as long as the kale. That's not massaged because obviously we're breaking it down, right? But if I were serving this to a large group, I would probably pre-dress it. Should we pre-dress? Sure. Okay, tell me when. We can always add more, right? Good. Are we when? Good. Okay, this is our fresh, yummy vinaigrette. Oh, you guys. Come on into the market today. We're going to have these available for samples, but also we'll be eating them. So you better come in in like the next 45 minutes. All right, scooch in, girls.
All right.
Scooch in.
Regular
At the Clarkston Family Farm in our cooking corner, we eat a rainbow, okay? We want a colorful meal. So we say red and yellow and pink and blue, purple and orange and green. We can eat a rainbow, cook a rainbow. Come along with me. Thanks, friends. We'll see you next month for our once a month after school cooking corner. Thank you, Master Gardeners. You guys were amazing. We dig it. What do we say? Manja. Manja. I love it. Bravo. Thank you so much, my friends. Oh, my goodness. Well, we have to do some fun. Oh, thank you. Here, yeah.